Well now, before we begin the rite, let's see what our adversaries have in store for us. Woodmilda. Oops. Wrong one. My bad. Woodmilda. Let's see her bio. A doomsayer. She is an ancient witch with an unhealthy... She's an ancient witch with an unhealthy obsession for Yasok, the astral-born monstrosity. Her race is a crone, bog-dwelling serpentine creatures known for their bluntness, stubbornness, and wisdom. Either the Commonwealth tolerated the crones of the southern bogs, or the other way around. Her past occupation was a pyromancer. We had heard of her, it was mentioned to us before. The crones of the southern bogs always had a way with flames. Left to their own devices, they provided for the Commonwealth some of its most provocative inventions. She was born under Capriest. She was born on the 16th of first moon, suggesting she is ambitious, but also discontented. Her crime was paganism. Oh? Well, I guess if they worship the scribes, then a worship of the Titan would be considered a pagan religion, wouldn't it? She spread outlandish tales of the occult, which eventually roused the Commonwealth's ire. Her alleged motive was madness. Records state she acted beyond all reason, and that her condition was incurable. Oh. She's been exiled for 52 years? Okay. Most bog crones kept to themselves, but Udmilda was very brazen in her disregard for Commonwealth doctrine and values. Through her studies of flammable reagents, Udmilda grew obsessed with legends of the Eight Scribes, especially Yasok, who she believed lay dormant and would one day be reborn with newfound hunger, which could only be sated by devouring the world. When Commonwealth officials showed up to take her in for spreading unrest, she was all too eager to comply. A frozen soul talisman. At the start of a rite, the adversary's pyre automatically suffers damage. Oh. Must be more careful then. Can't let any of them get the upper hand and get into our pyre. The essence of a lesser titan turned to dust, so cold as to feel almost like flame to the touch. And being a crone, or a bog dweller, she has some masteries that we probably haven't seen yet. Hex of Defeat. While Udmilda's pyre has less than the adversary, she deals an additional 5. Oh. On top of the 25 she already deals? On top of the 20 that we've already lost? Okay. The Wild Witch should proclaim that for each of her successful sorceries, 10,000 others failed. Another mastery at the moment is Greater Blast. Udmilda's Aura Blast arcs at a wide angle, banishing adversaries in a large area. To this day, in all the southern bogs, there is no sorceress more feared and renowned than Milith. Okay. And her imps that she has with her. They have Twilight Shards. So we should not... Basically, we should just keep all of them away from our pyre. Good to know. And their masteries are... After casting the Implode ability, they return faster. While fluttering or zipping, they move faster. And... Her Implode ability can banish adversaries in a much wider area, so we must definitely keep them at arm's reach, man. As far away as we possibly can allow, while still being able to take them on. But it is time for us to choose our group for this rite tonight. I did say I would try to use people that I haven't used in a while, or at least not enough of a pardon, summon discipline? No. Enlightenment? The green bar. Inspiration, that's it, sorry. So tonight, I guess we'll choose Jodariel.
Jodariel!
On top of that, we shall take May. But instead of a Tailwind Crest, we shall try the Burning Promise. Yes. Less quickness, but hopefully if we can douse their pyre with her, we should get some more coinage out of it. And finally, Tizo. So I've actually picked her. And Tizo, who we shall, yeah. Do I want to increase the moon crests, see if it can go up any further? Well, can. How much do I want to increase it, though? Let's increase it to 15. A 45% chance of just straight up coming back once banished. That isn't too bad. Or I could give him his legendary talismans. Thinking about it now, I should probably have put the starter disc into this and used this instead. Yeah. I think I'll use Halb's Wing and see how he fares with it tonight.
Tizo. It is done.
Tizo is fired up and ready to take on the Withdrawn. Hear us, Yisak. Bring to us thy terrible power. Please now. Ah.
Begin. Now to the flame. Oh. In honor
I got lucky
of the scribes.
I got lucky that they got pushed away when she landed. Oh wow, he could just flit about like that, can't he?
All for naught.
Huh. Nice try. Ooh, clever, huh? Oh. Are we on equal footing now, I think?
The fire on each side burns just as true.
Oh dear.
Unfortunate.
Cannot let this happen. I don't think I will be using
This is the road to ruin me.
Oh,
Ferocity unbridled.
there we go.
In the name of Solium Myrrh.
Hopefully, just one more should do it. Even now, the ashes of our pyre mingle with his lifeblood. Prevail or no, ye shall not interfere with his return. Okay.
Somebody get the orb.
Yeah.
And it is done.
Got lucky there. Got lucky there that he only just returned and did not go for me straight
Their
away.
fire burns, whilst that of their adversaries is but ash.
That's dangerous though. I cannot let them near my pyre no matter what.
The right is done.
Especially with their talismans and their ability that if their pyre is less, they do more damage on top of that. No, not a fan. Yisak savours defeat. Thine, ours, he cares not. Ye shall see. Yes, thank you.
There is much
Bye-bye.
to learn from this experience.
Hey, Jazaru got to level up. Utter nonsense, all of this. But we have come this far. Fortune alone cannot be the cause. Choose a mastery for Jodarion. I can't remember what exactly I was going to go with for her. I can't remember how I said I was originally going to play her, or originally the masteries I was going to pick for her. But especially now, with some of the abilities, the talismans and the masteries that some of the adversaries have, I think I may go for Enduring Flame, and if she sticks around long enough for me to get her last level, I'll get Greater Banishment as well. It's like my whole sprint forward, banish somebody to get stamina back, sprint to the orb to get stamina back, and then sprint to their home. Both of these will definitely help out in that regard. Yeah, definitely. Sir Gillian are quite close to leveling up again. Hopefully come next ride, so I should be leveled.
Until the next ride.
Ah, good point. We need to see if the Withdrawn have been lowered enough that the Chastity will be faced in the Liberation rite instead. After triumphing over Withdrawn with aplomb, the time has come for you to search the stars again and determine where next they shall take you. The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. You gaze into the darkness of night, seek now your destination. To the south, we have Haub. To the north, we have Lu. And to the northeast, we have Trieste. Okay then. First... Oh no. The Essence have overtaken them. Withdrawn have been knocked down quite a bit more than I thought they would be, to be honest. Both the Fate and the Essence have come up instead. The Chastity remain where they are. Huh, did they play a rite recently? Doesn't seem the Essence have. They're on 9, while most others seem... well, it's a bit 50-50 actually. High Hearts are on 7, so over distance. Huh. I guess not all of them play the same amount of rights as each other. Okay then, that's fine. Also quite interesting how high the Fate are, considering their 1 and 8 record. That's okay, fair enough. But we shall see who we could face next. Ah, the Fate at Lu. The Pyre Hearts at Trieste. Or we could face the Accusers at Haub. I don't think I had much trouble with the Essence last time we faced, nor the Chastity for that matter. I don't think it really mattered if we faced the Essence in the Liberation rite either, to be honest. But it means choice of Fate, the Accusers, Pyre Hearts. The Pyre Hearts and the Accusers are quite low already. We could try the Fate again. I think we might do that actually, yes. We'll face the Fate at Lu, the Vernal Star. At the Glade of Lu. Yeah. It is good to know that Dalbert Oldheart and the Fate are going at this still, as I once feared for them. Their respect for the traditions of the rites has sometimes held them back. Oh, you know of them from back when? Were they, was Oldheart competing back then as well? Huh. Fair enough. He then shares with you what details he attained of your next adversaries. Dalbert Oldheart, an adversary who showed you respect and even generosity. Despite his advanced age, he also made for a formidable opponent, he and his son. The so-called Alma the Helpless, ever present at his father's side, he was abandoned as an infant before Dalbert found him and raised him as his own. Dalbert taught his son everything he knew of his cultural heritage. As a descendant as a descendant of one of the Alpha Chiefs thought to be descended from Jomer Minimane himself. However, his more vocal attempts to preserve old Kerr traditions in the Commonwealth often fell on deaf ears, or even roused the anger of the officials. One day, he insisted on celebrating Fang Song against the wishes of his family. His family's caution was well founded in this case, as he was taken into custody. Fang Song, an old Kerr holiday in which a single pack of Kerrs vanquished an entire Imperial brigade. Yeah. I can see why the Commonwealth would not look too kindly on this holiday. And Jomer's jaws and Jomer's many manes ran red that day, the song of the chief. As for Alma, as his father was away, he put him enough of a fight to where he wound up sharing his father's cell, and soon enough, his sentence. In the downside, their faith brought them in contact with a pack of spiritual Kerrs residing in Jomer Valley. In time, they became acquainted with the rites, and helped to revitalise the long-struggling triumvirate known as the Fate. They have since struggled on, at times flirting with freedom, though seldom getting within striking distance. Yet, still, they long to find a way to return to their ancestral home and family. Perhaps the Commonwealth saw not separating these two even in their exile as an act of mercy. Still, our sympathies ought not stray us from our course. Good night, my boy. You bid Volfred a good evening. It is too late to take flight, so you make plans to rise at dawn to continue your travels. Another page has been revealed to us. And Tizo wishes to converse with us. Something seems to be troubling him by the look of his portrait. You find Tizo there in a black wagon, looking rather more despondent than usual. Having trouble catching fish again, Tizo? When you attempt to reach out to him, he barely acknowledges you. Tizo indicates that he wishes to be left alone right now. You almost run into May as you turn to leave. Oh, I'm sorry, mister. I was just wanting to come check on little Tizo there. I think maybe he's taken ill, or something. On further inspection, it occurs to you that May perhaps is not off the mark, and that Tizo is unwell for some reason. Come on, Tizo. You're going to be alright. You might be the smallest of us, but I think you're the toughest. Well, he'd has to be, considering his main ability of aura casting is imploding himself. Oh dear. Oh, Miss Jodariel, I think she's very tough as well. Tizo responds. He appreciates the kind words, but still wishes to be left alone at this time. Oh, don't be silly, Tizo. You know I won't be doing that, don't you? May turns to you for a moment, lowering her voice. Mister? I think Tizo would like a little bit of privacy, if you don't mind. Though, I don't mean to be rude. It's just, Tizo, well, I told him not to eat something. There was this, well, I think it was a mushroom, maybe? Growing in the corner over there? The ones we've been picking, did we miss one? So, I see Tizo sniffing at it, and he's always hungry, and usually I try to feed him, but this time I told him no, because I know my mushrooms, and whatever that was, I think it was a mushroom, but it wasn't one I know. Well, Tizo ate it anyway. Tizo corroborates May's recollection of what happened. Oh dear. So, anyway, I think that he's going to maybe, well, cough it up, I guess. I think maybe any moment now. Oh. Because when I ate things I thought were mushrooms around here, I coughed them up as well. They made me rather sick, kind of like Tizo over there. I hope that I'm not being inappropriate, because it's not polite, maybe? Oh, come to think of it, Tizo, why don't we go outside? Because then I won't have to clean up after you, like the last time when you ate something I said maybe you shouldn't, remember? Tizo indicates he remembers full well and regrets not heeding May's food-related counsel. Oh, poor Tizo. Oh dear. Oh, don't worry, silly. If you've taken ill, then I think you're going to be fine. Once you have a little walk outside with me, because you're very tough. Tizo is beginning to look better already. You're my best friend, Tizo. I won't let anything happen to you. Or, at least, I'll try, okay? I don't think anyone could stop you from eating things, though. Then she snatches Tizo up in her arms and whisks him out of the wagon with her. You hear her call back to you over her shoulder. Bye, mister. I'll make sure that Tizo is alright. I promise, okay? Although the prospect of May administering medical assistance normally would give you pause, Tizo seems to accompany her willingly enough. The two have shared a rather close bond since May first made contact with the group. Someone like her, who has lived alone for so long, the friendship must be vital. And, as for Tizo, he must be impressed that a non-native of the downside seems to know her way around food safety even better than he. Yes, he doesn't seem to have much in the way of food safety if what she indicates is true. Ah yes, we do have mushrooms growing here as well. And now we have more black caps to sell to Ron when we get a chance. A new page in the Book of Rites. Withdrawn, in the words of Halb the Swallow, the Accursed. Withdrawn did spawn forth from the wild witch Milith, in whose vigilant pursuit of the unknown and the unknowable I always felt a certain kinship. Whether withdrawn were Milith's kin by blood, or merely worshippers, we trusted one another not to ask, or care. What mattered was that Milith chose her most audacious minds, who stopped at nothing short of the impossible. Though ever distant, the withdrawn revealed to us such truths about the land, which long lay hidden, even to one such as I. Their knowledge ever waking into newfound depths of consciousness, they led us all to better know ourselves. Huh, interesting. Thank you, Halb. But it is time to continue our journey. And come morning, we are to take off and travel back north again. Oh. There be the Pyre Hearts, who we could have faced, but have chosen not to for now. I wonder, are there more of these points of interest around the map? There go the accusers, back south as they were. What information can we glean from here? The hidden glade of Lu is nigh impossible to find on foot, though there it lies, below us, protected even now by the enchantment of Lu's Scorian 100 mines. I understand the river named for him is rather famous in your Commonwealth. The mouth of that river Scorian opens wide not very far from here. The largest river on the other side, which cascades down, eternally, into the downside. Be gone, to distant lands beneath our own, more suited to your kind, from the sentencing ceremony. It was there that limbless Arizek was defeated, turning the region lush and livable, at least for certain denizens, although of course not everyone believes this. I must say it's quite a harsh contrast. One half of the Black Basin is a lush and very vibrant and dense forest, while the other is an ashen wasteland. Yeah. No, I would definitely believe that if that were the case. We have seen many strange things come up for Titans and their defeat. Your adversaries for fate must be working to find their way there even now. Good fortune in your rights against them, reader. Thank you, Mrs. Minstrel. We could either land north in Needlefield, Rookie knows someone here who owes him a past debt. It seems a lot of people owe you, and you owe a lot of people, Rookie. And again, being one of a merchant such as you, that would come to pass, I bet. Far to the south is Cinderroot. Sir Gilman believes the conditions here are right to train in the ways of a sea dominion. We will be using him next in the next rite, more than likely, so yes, definitely, I think we should see if we can get a small bonus for Sir Gilman before the next rite. Your wagon touches down in Black Basin, where you first met Volfrid and Pamitha as well. You briefly wonder at what might have happened had your paths not crossed as you consider what to do with the remains of the afternoon. Oh, a sparring contest, eh? Oh gosh. Who among you has the wherewithal to face this knight? Being in the dense foliage of Cinderroot makes this the perfect time for a quick jousting competition, Sir Gilman says. He just needs a partner. One of your companions steps forward. Tizo, I thought you were ill. What are you doing jousting? Tizo is fired up and ready to take on Sir Gilman. At this, Sir Gilman launches into a litany of instructions detailing the specific methods of Sea Dominion ceremonial combat. At last, the two competitors take their positions and then rush toward one another. They collide, then flail away, trading blow for blow. It all seems rather senseless. When at last they stop and catch their breath, Sir Gilman approaches you. This night, would have you choose the victor of this bout, Master Reader? Who prevailed? Oh, why do I have to choose? Oh god, you have no idea how to evaluate what you just saw, but think it best to humour them. Who won the joust between Sir Gilman and Tiso? We could declare the winner is Sir Gilman. It is probably best for his psyche to be crowned victor here. Declare the winner as Tiso. Perhaps what Sir Gilman needs is the sense that he has a worthy opponent. Or we could declare a tie. The true winner of this joust was you, for having witnessed such a ludicrous exchange. I fear that saying such would, not, be very... well, Sir Gilman would not be very happy with that, I do not believe. Well, I'd like to say that Tiso put up a valiant effort. I think since we are using him in the next fight, we should pick Sir Gilman as the victor of this this joust of his. You declare the winner is none other than Sir Gilman. He beams with pride. It seems this knight retains yet something of his ancient methods of his kind. I butchered that sentence as well. But, oh well. Tiso congratulates him on an honourable fight. Sir Gilman and Tiso gain +2 quickness for the next ride. Okay then. It's a shame I probably won't be using Tiso for the next ride, but still. +2 as well for Sir Gilman is still pretty good. We shall salute the jousters on their honourable joust.